Hello there, friend. Welcome to Start Early Today, your daily dose of mindfulness and positivity. How's it going? Hope all is well. How's the mind? How's the heart? How's your soul? How's your energy? I think that's the best way to, and the quickest way to do a quick self-assessment to really know and check in what's going on. To immediately drop into awareness. Check your energy. Are you attached in a story? Are you stuck in a belief pattern? Are you all stirred up inside? Are you constricted? Do you feel limited? Do you think there's not enough to go around? And question that once again. How's your energy? And we can always return to equilibrium, to homeostasis, to balance. Just take a couple of deep breaths and try to expand your awareness. Maybe you're too focused on a nagging thought, and it might be a negative one too. Negative self-talk. Your personal narrative can be shifted from deprecating to nourishing. So make it a habit to quickly shift the attention towards a nourishing story. And to not immediately believe and jump into conclusion towards anything and everything that the mind suggests. Everything happens in your mind, and parts of our brain are wired for seeing negative things. It's called the negativity bias. It is for your survival. That's what got us here. And it is useful to some extent. But if overused, it's like a toddler carrying a knife, or a double-edged sword. It can also be compared to technology. It can both be useful and can function against you. So make the power of your brain and the power of your mind be to your benefit, to your betterment, to your wellness, to serve you, because you are the master of your life. That's the whole point of us being born here, to become directors, to become executives, executors of more life. So unleash that creator in you. How are you to do that? You can do that by awakening to awareness, dropping into now. And once you're here, once you're really here, observe that there is really no problem. That all problems are made up by your thinking and you believing in distorted, diluted, and mostly incomplete concepts. Because the universe is so complete that it expands and it overflows and it keeps on getting bigger and more intricate and complex. And it runs in its own accord, its own intelligence, and that intelligence is within you as well. The intelligence that grows the nails, the eyelashes, the ability of the eye to be able to receive light, and the technology and the magic of turning sunlight into orange juice. That intelligence is within you. But now you, as the conduit and as a filter, you are the discerner. You are to choose those high value information to take in and to dream audaciously, to follow and exceed what your ancestors have set. They set up a bar. What you feel attracted to, you can set the bar even higher or make it a little bit unique and turn it into your own version. Have a remix of it, because your imprint, your contribution is what is needed in this lifetime, to learn and to let go of the things that don't serve your higher purpose, your innermost color, if you catch my drift, your innermost truth. So if you look out to nature and look into the truth of the seasons, the animals, bodies of water, rocks, you can see that you are the most aware, because because Yogananda said consciousness or God sleeps in the minerals, awakes in the plants, dreams through the animals, and through man knows himself as God. So what is this God that they talk of in spiritual texts? And it just simply means that whatever sage you look up to, the writer, the poet, the master artist, the martial artist, the Jesus or Buddha, Deepak Chopra, Abraham Hicks, Bashar, all those teachers, they're all you. They're all you, because whatever you see is what you are. You don't see things for what they are, you see things for what you are. And how to see things can be changed in real time. So if you see yourself in a negative light, it's going to continue to be like that if you don't mindfully shift the trajectory. Just shift your focus. Shift your focus to a person who is willing to learn, who's undergoing a process, who's being purified and bound for epic greatness. Not to say that where you are is lacking or insufficient. Everything is just a part of the whole. Your journey today is just a part of tomorrow, for you to carve it in a more successful manner. Because you're going to apply what you learned today and become a better version of it tomorrow, even for just 1%. 1% each day keeps the doctor away, or keeps the life coach away. You see, my friend, and be creative in your pursuits. Be creative in your pursuits. Try to look into how people did it. If you think you're too brilliant, how come you're still in that same spot? If you think you can do it on your own, how come you've been there for 10 years? This is with regards to your the gap between where you are and where you want to be. It can be with relationships, your physicality, or money is a metric as well. Everything is within your reach to adjust. All of those are just knobs and levers. Watch the things that you're gonna stop. Watch the things that you're gonna start. Look at the things that you're gonna lessen. And also take note of the things that you're gonna increase. And of course, this is always being done mindfully in alignment with your inner compass, with your feeling. Everything has got to be done in a joyful manner. Everything is an outpour of what you truly are inside. Everything comes out of authenticity. If you're not feeling authentic about what you are right now, you can do something about it. But there's nothing ever wrong with where you are. It's reality. It's where you are because you've put yourself there. Because if you're past 18 years of age, you can gain a mindful discernment of where you are and how you got yourself there. And it's all about taking accountability, 100% responsibility, because everything's a choice. If you choose to learn the things that are needed for you to get out of that mess, you can do it. And it's just simple as doing it. Train each day physically, and you'll see yourself become more lean and fit and confident, and you'll gain self-respect and confidence, and it shall produce chemicals in the brain. It'll create a feedback loop. You'll get addicted to it, and then you'll start to love the habit, and with that will come capability. With your new confidence, you'll be able to connect to concepts, mental models that you thought were impossible before. But it is you who decides. You decide to step into this new thing and see what works and see what does not work. Thinking is only a part of it. You imagine, you think, you design, you write it down. And then the most important thing is you jump into it and see what happens. And if you are creative enough or crazy, is that a right word? Daring. Daring is a safer word. But I consider myself, aren't we all crazy? We're all crazy because we're all unique. It's just that we're good at pretending, and we're good at wearing hats and wearing masks and pretending that we're acceptable. But with all of those beautiful things, there's a shadow behind it, and you integrate your shadow, you mix it up, you stir it up, and you come up with a masterpiece. So I suggest you look into your shadows. If the things that you think that are not accepted by society, the things that are frowned upon or might seem weird, as long as it's true and it's uplifting to the world and it adds more life, I suggest you get in on that and mix it up with a craft. There's many crafts: woodworking, gardening, writing is a very nice one. We're very much lucky to have words as tools. And doesn't a word change your whole energetic vibe with just one word? That's why it's really great to have a mantra. Have a mantra that is good, like strength, resilience, grit, fortitude, high agency, cleanliness, godliness, nimbleness. I got that from Miss Cobell from Severance. Nimbleness. Egan has some really cool philosophies, but it's mostly, it turned to the dark because it manipulated people, such as most the cycles of power are in civilization, right? All power, when it is absolute, it corrupts and it crumbles. So where were we? Power words. So what's your power word for today? It can be strength, it can be beauty, it can be joy, it can be delight. upliftment, the sky. And the sky is just so beautiful today. It's a beautiful Sunday. And I know because you stayed this far in listening, that you are in the process, you are on the journey, same as I am. And it's a beautiful journey, and I'd like to give a shout out to all my students. Students, but I'm a student too of them. It's just that we take the time to do one-on-ones and learn from each other and be accountable. And we do this in startearlytoday.com. Feel free to check it out. I have a lot of resources that are good for your mental well-being, mental, spiritual, and physical. What else is there? Make pure thy heart. I completed 5 recipes this week. Next week we'll be focusing more on quick breads. Quick breads don't require yeast. You know of this. If you tried banana bread, that's a type of quick bread because it's just a quick thing. You put all the ingredients in one bowl and then you pour it in a greased or parchment paper covered loaf pan, and then you bake it. Pumpkin bread, gingerbread, blueberry bread, banana bread. We'll start with banana bread with chocolate chips. How do we make that unique? Out of the here's a good example. If you're a food blogger, a closed-minded blogger would say, there's already too many banana breads in the world. Never mind, I won't do a banana bread anymore. But the growth-minded person would say, how can I make my banana bread stand out? You can do this by adding long-tail keywords. You can use high protein with no protein powder vegan banana bread that is irresistibly fluffy. Okay? You can make vegan banana bread with maple syrup directly from the tree, from the maple tree. And then you document your vacation in a cabin of maple syrup farm. What are you gonna do with your life, my friend? That's a good question. How have you been doing your life, and what are you doing? The answer is in your why. Go to your why, and you'll awaken that even though it seems that you might be stuck, you are in progress if you look at it energetically. How can I say that more eloquently? You are in progress even if you can't see it. Okay, it's all about what do you want, how are you gonna get it, and are you accountable? Are you accountable? Are you doing it? Are you doing it? And if you're not doing it, why? Maybe that's not what you really want. So get true, get real, pick a direction, set a goal. Everything is in startearlytoday.com. I'm really into self-help literature, positivity, and Buddhism, equanimity, mindfulness. So it's a great balance because it's not all rah-rah, as they say, toxic positivity. Because some positivity are an escape to not facing reality. We're here to face it. We're here to look within and really muster up the energy from within, from the energies that are greater than us, from the intelligence of the cosmos, and then we push it out to the world. Because you have a 3D life. You have a 3D life with 3D people in it, and it's a game of 3D time-space reality with cause and effect. And we are gonna know and study the rules of how things work through the 12 universal laws. You can look it up, and how the masters did it, how the experts did it. Dyson did it, Coco Chanel did it, Michael Jordan did it, the rock stars did it, Post Malone did it, Diddy did it. Whatever he did it. Ooh. Okay, so master the power of goals. Just know your goals. Take responsibility. Discipline yourself. Think in the long term. Have a 5-year plan and be course correcting along the way, and goals shift too. It's okay to shift the goals. The future depends on what you do today, though, right? So make sure that you're doing your best today, and that will result in your it's going to be dependent in your future. So simply put, you're painting your picture for tomorrow, right now. So your habits define you. What type of person do you intend to become? It's your choice, moment to moment. Are you giving into immediate gratification, or for immediate pleasure but long-term suffering? Or are you sacrificing in the short term to gain long-term progress? Okay, this goes with your diet, your thinking, your finances. Short term is buying new shiny things that you don't really need. And the long term habit is investing, putting away 10% of it. Putting away 10% of your income to the S&P 500 or the VOO, Vanguard. The stock market is pretty sure. I'm not a stock advisor, but I listen to a whole lot of podcasts about it. Rich Habits podcast is useful. My First Million, I'm on there all the time. And Founders by David Senra. So watch where your money is going. That's because the law of compound interest will benefit you if you start young. If you're 12, start today. So invest in continuous learning too. There's always something you can learn today. Read 10 pages a day of the books that have been sitting dusty in your house. Or pick up a book in the library. The world's changing, it's changing faster than ever, but some things remain. The universal truths remains the same. The rules of success are the same. The rules of health are the same. Relationships and love, spiritual teachings have been the same for the longest time. The beautiful thing about learning is that nobody can take it away from you if you're the type of person who can learn. If you can start with 0, starting tomorrow, you can start with 0. Shout out to people. A couple of people are standing in front of me. I'm in the car. They're nicely dressed and maybe for church. I just waved at them and the guy just looked weird at me. But you know me, just have an outpouring energy. I shine bright and radiate. But it takes courage to radiate. Make it unconditional, even though they don't reply. Just wave at them, approve of them, love them, because they're you. Only in a different form and shape. And success leaves clues. You don't have to figure everything out alone. Life is full of clues left by those who've already achieved what you aspire to do. So follow them, listen to them, be coachable. If you're attracted to the way my mind works or the way I frame things out or the way I help people, go to startearlytoday.com. I'd be happy to help you. Success leaves clues. Go figure out what someone who was successful did and model it. And as you model, you'll see things that they are not seeing because you're unique too as well. And then you can infuse your own twist, your own flair. Same thing we did with the banana bread. You'll add your own flair, maybe add some candy sprinkles there, or mix it up with a creme brulee filling. It's all about creativity, my friend, and have fun along the way. Don't wait for the applause, or don't wait for your thing to be viral. Just study what's ringing true in alignment with your curiosity and interest. And if the world agrees, good job. Rake in the royalties. But the doing itself is the prize. The doing itself is the prize. The creation, the practice is the joy. Okay? Me doing these podcasts is the prize. I love flowing in here. Leverage the power of associations. At times we think we're too brilliant and we can do it all on our own, especially now that we have ChatGPT and the internet. But it's all about network effects. Surround yourself with dreamers. You'll contaminate yourself through osmosis, because our brains are like sponges. You can create new synaptic connections. You see what's possible. When I used to skateboard, I used to watch a lot of skate videos, and I just embody it in my brain, and I go out and skate, and I do the tricks. I do the tricks just by feeling like what I saw in the video. So play that video in your mind. I think it's called the VCR technique, wherein you play the scenario in your head with things going the best as they could be, and then you go along with your day. So the subconscious mind will have an imprint of your preferred way on how things are to be. And then it follows. It's creating your destiny. It's just creating your life. It's just living by design. Surround yourself with people who make you hungry for life. Touch your heart and nourish your soul. So try to reach out to one person today that you admire and schedule a coffee chat, a call, or a Zoom. Relationships shape the future. Act decisively and quickly. So try to decide in 30 seconds. Decide. Your first snap judgment or your first gut feeling mostly is the right decision. And to tell you honestly, if you look at it truthfully, universally, there are no wrong decisions. Everything's the best decision as you made it at that point in time. At that point in time, that was your best decision. The only wrong decision is not making one. For one full day, challenge yourself to make every decision within 30 seconds. Unless it's a major life-altering choice. So you can consult me for that for a very low price of $50,000. But you're going to be guaranteed with the right decision. Visualize your ideal life. What you can see in your mind, you can hold in your hands. Visualization isn't just daydreaming. It's mental rehearsal for greatness. When you vividly imagine your goals, you activate your brain's power to help make them real. Top athletes, entrepreneurs, and performers all use visualization to sharpen their edge. It programs your subconscious to spot opportunities, stay motivated, and bounce back from setbacks. Picture your dream as vividly as possible daily, and they'll start chasing you back. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. That's from Napoleon Hill. Spend 5 minutes each morning vividly imagining one major goal already achieved. Stephen Covey also says, begin with the end in mind, and then you'll work backwards, because all of your actions will be for that. Ask, does this expenditure of time, are these actions aligned with my goal? If not, let it go. If not, bypass it. It's not important. Identifying the vital few from the trivial many. Vital few. Sharpen your skills. Sharpen your skills and learn. Engage yourself in uncertain. Expose yourself to the marketplace. And then you'll gather data of what works and what does not work. And then you'll execute again with new learnings. Focus on high value activities. Being busy is not the same as being effective. This is what Jim Rohn said about stop majoring in minor things. Sometimes we feel busy when sometimes we feel productive when we choose to be busy, but it's just false. It's false productivity. I don't know why the brain does this, but I should know. I'll look into it. Oh, it's because of short-term dopaminergic rewards. It's like entertainment. It's same as entertainment and junk food and sugar. It pleases you for a short term, but in the long term, it has no benefits. But high-value activities are the ones that are important. In the Eisenhower model, this is called important versus urgent. Urgent things are the things that are maintaining your survival, but the important ones are you can still survive and live a normal life, but you'll regret it in the long term. Let's say writing 1 page a day for your book. You can totally live without a book. You can totally live without being a top athlete. You can totally live without fulfilling your potential of being a rock star or being optimally fit. And you'll live because you'll busy yourself with the urgent things like paying bills, just getting by, not putting in time for training, because training does not show you immediate rewards. Writing 1 page a day does not call for grandiose applause, or you won't go viral if you practice, let's say, 10 push-ups. But 10 push-ups done for a year, I bet you'll be increasing it because it'll become easy as you do it. And then you'll find doors, you'll find new ways of doing things. Maybe push-ups will become so easy for you and you'll start doing crow pose. Maybe you'll start doing handstands and handstand push-ups. And those high-value activities may seem futile at first, but if you choose to just show up and keep on doing it, like keep on submitting your manuscript, keep on writing those songs. I'm practicing this for myself by writing 1 song a day, but it ended up being a week, and I'll look into the factors on why it took me a week. And let's see in this next week if I can produce 2 songs. It's a proper song with words and melody and music and post-production ready for release. It's called Soul Anthem. So it goes like, shadows turning, nights grow long, looking endlessly to belong, coming over and down, through the fast we can hold on. As long as you are here by my side, we can rise above I can never get through this alone. Wasting years and years on my own. Let me know what's in your mind, baby. But just only come closer, holding it down, beneath the sun and back into time. It goes on and on to a catchy chorus. I'll let you hear it when it's done. So going back to focusing on high value activities, start each morning by identifying your top 3 priorities that, if completed, would make the day a success. Tackle them before anything else. That's what I learned from Brian Tracy. He called this eating the frog, but if you're vegan, eating the block of tofu. So eat your block of tofu. But eating a block of tofu is pleasant and pleasurable. The whole point of it is being hard to eat. As long as you stare at it, it becomes harder and harder to eat it. So let's keep it a frog. Keep it a soy-based mock frog. Okay? But you get what I mean. So, number 13, cultivate a grateful mindset. Gratitude is the gateway to abundance. When you focus on what's going right instead of what's going wrong, your energy shifts, and so does your reality. Grateful people are naturally happier, healthier, and more resilient. It's possible to feel fear and gratitude at the same time. It's impossible. Yeah, that's why This whole post is on startearlytoday.com. I'm loving it. It's 21 ways to be successful. Even on your worst day, it's impossible to feel fear and gratitude at the same time. Gratitude wins every time. Even on your worst days, there's something to be grateful for, and that perspective will carry you through storms. Gratitude doesn't change your mood, it changes your life. This is an old story, my friend. This is an old concept, but are you doing it? Things that you might be forgetting to be grateful for: the trees, your breath, the oxygen, life itself. If you woke up that you're breathing, your heart's beating, you're alive. You see? A healthy man once said, a healthy man wants a million things, but a millionaire who does not have health only wants one thing. Okay? My point being is, make gratitude a practice, because it's easy to forget, because we all want to be awesome. We all want to be high achievers, and we think we're better than everybody, and we think we're on a journey, but we forget the present. The present is here. Take a moment to be grateful. Honor the trees, honor the birds, honor yourself, honor your heart, honor your nails, honor your ankle, honor your uncle too. Okay. We're about to go to church. Time is up. StartEarlyToday.com. Let's get it going.